What if the reason we haven't found aliens isn't because they're hiding, but because there's something in the universe that kills almost everything before it gets the chance to say hello? This is one of those ideas that starts as a fun thought experiment and ends with you staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. wondering if humanity is about to hit a cosmic wall that no species has ever survived. It's called the Great Filter. Here's the basic problem. The universe should be crawling with intelligent civilizations. Hundreds of billions of galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars, many with planets that could support life. The math is overwhelming. Yet when we look out into space, we find nothing. Radio silence. No alien megastructures, no signs of advanced technology, no visitors. Just an eerily quiet universe that seems empty except for us. The Great Filter theory says there's a step somewhere between planet formation and spacefaring civilization that's so difficult, almost nothing makes it through. A cosmic bottleneck that eliminates nearly all potential life. And here's what keeps scientists up at night. We don't know where this filter is. Want to test how this feels? Pick any major challenge facing humanity right now. Climate change, artificial intelligence, nuclear weapons, social media polarization. Now imagine that every single intelligent species in the universe has faced this exact same challenge, and none of them made it through. Suddenly that challenge looks a lot more terrifying. Robin Hanson, who popularized the Great Filter concept, put it bluntly: either we're among the first intelligent species to evolve, or we're among the last to go extinct. Fun fact, the timing makes this even more unsettling. Earth formed about 4.5 billion years ago, but complex life only appeared in the last 600 million years. If intelligence is so inevitable, why did it take so long? And why did it happen just now, cosmically speaking, instead of billions of years ago? Some scientists think the Great Filter might be the development of eukaryotic cells, the complex cells that make up all advanced life. This transition apparently only happened once in Earth's entire history, and it took over 1 billion years. If that's the filter, then simple life might be common, but complex life could be vanishingly rare. Others worry the filter is ahead of us. Carl Sagan calculated that a civilization needs to survive for only about 200 years after developing radio technology to become detectable across interstellar distances. We're at year 130. The fact that we don't see anyone else might mean that no one makes it much past where we are now. But here's where it gets really dark. What if the Great Filter isn't a single event, but a series of increasingly unlikely challenges? What if surviving to become spacefaring requires getting through dozens of potential extinction events, and the odds are so stacked against success that we're genuinely alone in the observable universe? Here's the plot twist that makes this even more complicated. Finding life elsewhere might actually be bad news for humanity. If we discover simple life on Mars or Europa, that suggests the early steps of evolution aren't the filter. If we find complex life, that rules out even more potential filters behind us. The more life we find, the more likely it becomes that the Great Filter is ahead of us, waiting in our future. This creates a perverse situation where every astrobiology discovery might be evidence that we're doomed. Some researchers have proposed that maybe there isn't just one Great Filter, but many smaller ones. Maybe becoming intelligent requires winning a cosmic lottery with hundreds of independent, unlikely events. Life needs to start, survive asteroid impacts, develop photosynthesis, evolve complex cells, survive ice ages, develop intelligence, avoid self-destruction, and then somehow spread beyond their home planet before their star dies. When you chain together enough low-probability events, even a universe with billions of planets can end up with very few winners. The really unsettling possibility is that intelligence itself might be the filter. Maybe consciousness, curiosity, and technological capability inevitably lead to self-destruction. Maybe every species that gets smart enough to build radio telescopes also gets smart enough to build weapons that can sterilize their planet. Or maybe the filter is more subtle. Maybe advanced civilizations always retreat into virtual worlds that are more interesting than physical reality. Maybe they all achieve post-scarcity societies and lose interest in expansion. Maybe they discover something about the nature of existence that makes them choose isolation over contact. But here's the possibility that really messes with my head. What if we're not alone, but the universe is structured in a way that makes contact impossible? What if space is too big, time is too long, and civilizations are like ships passing in a cosmic night, missing each other by millions of years and billions of miles? In that case, the Great Filter isn't something that kills civilizations. It's something that keeps them eternally isolated. We might share the universe with countless other species, all asking the same questions, all wondering why the cosmos feels so empty. So here's the question that defines our entire future. Are we the first, the last, or just the loneliest? Because the answer determines whether finding aliens would be the greatest discovery in human history or the most terrifying news we could possibly receive.